Hey guys, what's going on? It's GGR Riley or The Darkroom on Instagram, and today I've got 3 budget Canon lenses for under $200 combined. So first up is the 50mm by Yongnuo. This is a well-known clone of Canon's much more expensive lens. These run about $40 to $50 versus Canon's, which runs anywhere from $120 to $150. So this is an amazing budget lens. My one gripe is that it's designed for full frame, so on cropped, which is most Canon cameras, you actually end up with like an 85mm zoom or 85mm equivalent, so it's a bit tighter than a true 50mm would be, which can be okay, but it is a nice fast f1.8 lens. Okay, next up is the Yongnuo 35mm f2 lens. Now this is not as popular as the nifty 50 is, but at $90 you can buy it and the 50mm equivalent for the same price as the Canon glass. They perform almost identically to the Canon. They are a little noisy on autofocus, but that isn't a big deal. And this, being a 35mm on a crop sensor, comes out looking just a tad bit wider at 56mm. So this is going to be the closest you can get to looking like a proper 50mm lens on a Canon cropped camera for cheap. And finally, we have the Canon 75 to 300. This is a super common lens that's included in a lot of Canon's budget kits. So you'll see the 18 to 55 kit lens and then the 75 to 300. This is a third generation of this lens. They've been making it since the early 2000s. It's a great telephoto. Again, designed for full frame. So all these lenses can be used on a crop or a full frame. So if you bought some used older full frame, you could use these as well. So this on a crop is not 75 to 300, it's 120 to 480. So this is a nice telephoto. My one gripe with 75 to 300 is that it is a fairly slow lens. It's f4 to f5.6, so it's not a constant aperture, nor is it a very fast lens. But you're not going to get any of those at any sort of low price, super low price. So there's my 3 budget lens recommendations: 75 to 300, the 18, sorry, not 8. So there's my 3 budget lens recommendations: the 75 to 300, and the Yongnuo 50mm, and the Yongnuo 35mm.